housing market in Winterville, North Carolina, October 2022.
But first, let's hit it! Hi, it's Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast and YouTube channel, please subscribe and get notified.
Also, we get calls, texts all the time at 252-327-3357. So I can't wait to talk to you about it. So let's hit about Winterville, North Carolina. And is this a good time to buy?
Yeah, if this is a good time to buy, for buyers and sellers, we have some recommendation. And without any further ado, hit the list now.
Right, let's talk about how these numbers affect you, not just like the numbers itself and what it tells us. How does it affect buyers? How does it affect sellers? Is it a good time to buy? Is it a good time to wait? That's what we're going to kind of talk about in this video. So by looking at our actual numbers. So what was September? Let's talk about what is an active listing.
Yeah, basically we wanted to say one of the primary component that really affect the market is inventory, of course. And inventory always included our basically active listing and pending listing.
Right, now pending listings are really listings that are for sale. I mean, it's possible things can come back. It does happen. But generally speaking, these are houses that are already spoken for. These are already under contract. And typically it just takes 30 to 45 days for a house to close under contract. So there is that. And then of course there's recently sold. So these are kind of the three numbers that we're going to look at and see how it changes month over month. So in September, how many houses were for sale? Active.
In September, basically, there were 83 homes active in the Winterville, North Carolina. And the months before, in August, it was 75. And last year, this time, was 54.
Crazy low. Which means how many what was the year average? How many more houses?
By year over year, definitely we had increase of 53.7%.
Wow.
But if you're looking at from the last months, we definitely didn't increase that much, no?
And I mean, there's also things like new construction that is kind of affecting this number. So let's talk about pending.
Yeah, pending in Winterville was 53 in September 22. And in August 22 was 61. Definitely less houses went under the contract. That means that the market got slower from this number. And also last year, this time was 62 houses. Therefore, definitely the number that went under the contract was 14.5% decrease.
Interesting. What about sold really quickly?
And also the sold houses was 47 in months of September 2022. In August 2022 was 71. Is definitely significant difference. And last year this time was 63. Therefore, definitely we almost decreased by 26%, to be exact 25.4%.
Okay, so these numbers in and of themselves don't tell us the whole picture. So a lot of other things are days on the market. This also gives us a broader picture as well. This is how long the houses stay before they go under contract. What is the average in the last month?
The last month was 13 days on the market, and a month before in August was 9. Therefore, definitely the house is slower, the housing market. And last year, this time was 8 days. Therefore, definitely the number of days increased by 62.5%, which means the house sitting in the market longer.
Interesting. Okay, so houses are sitting on the market longer. There's more listings. Let's go to other things that really kind of factor in for these buyers. What about list price and sales price? Now, list price is, of course, what the seller wants. Sales prices, of course, we're giving medians, are basically what the median actually sold for. And so there usually are differences. So what is the list price for September?
Yeah, list September for the Winterville was $350,000, and a month before in August was $364,000. And last year this time was $270,745.
So from last year, there's definitely an increase, but from last month, major decrease, no?
Exactly. From the last month, we had $14,000 decrease in median home prices in Winterville.
Interesting. So prices are starting to go down if you're in Winterville. What about the sales price, the actual sales price?
The actual that it sold for the houses in September was $274,990, and a month before in August was $272,500. and last year this time was $250. Therefore, the house actually, the sale price decreased almost $2,000.
But the sale, no, it went increased $2,000.
Increased $2,000.
But on the other side, the actual sales prices are increasing, which is also an interesting measure and slightly different from what we were seeing with those list prices, which also means if you're a seller in this market, oh, by the way, let's go in, if you're a seller in this market, and you're thinking I can just put my house on the market and who cares what it looks like, the numbers are telling us otherwise. Good houses always sell no matter the market. And this is meaning that we need to take a little bit more care and make sure that the house takes amazing pictures. It is staged correctly and that your house is ready to be sold, because good houses sell quickly no matter what the market is.
Yes.
And that's where your realtor really comes into handy, because they can tell you what really needs to be told. On the other side of it, if you're a buyer and you want to live in Winterville, honestly, this is a good time. Yes, I know those interest rates are crazy right now, but what you are getting is a decrease. You can deal with the interest rate later, but what you are seeing right now is that prices have decreased. And if you are looking for the deal seems to be now. So, I mean, let's just talk about that. How many price reductions were there? We
had 29 price reduction that, therefore, we had 190% price reductions.
That's significant if you're a shopper. What about price per square foot in Winterville?
Well, the price per square foot also decreased 0.7%, and it got to $146 per each square feet.
Well, that's quite significant. So you can see the price per square foot has gone down. So again, if you're a deal shopper waiting for that deal to show up in this market, it seems to have started to arrive here in Winterville, North Carolina. So if you're looking to make a deal or looking to sell your home at top dollar, we're absolutely happy to talk to you. We love clearly digital marketing, and we love all types of marketing. So we can't wait to talk to you in person or on the phone.
I hope this podcast and video was useful, and see you in the next video and podcast.